high day. I cannot say this to be a good day when I hear my supplements. They're to be good. Okay, you know what? This is Saturday. I cannot say Shkafi Chachaida and Siatzidi Shabbat for the reason of we are not having a very Shkafi Chatzachai, except for having Chai. That's good. And having all the love and some loss. You know, I am in a moment that I want something, making some further and drastically extreme suspense. I'm going to tell you one thing. Last night I made this what I've been doing, and just these parties were extended for a long time. I've done what I've done, and I am who I am, and I'll still be who I exist forever. Today we have an invention with some other murdered and the plenifying that SOODMA-GOMORRA-UNITED de Argentina and CRISTINA and then expertises SOODMA-GOMORRA about making worse. At the clear of this, the simplicity of, yes, exactly. If I don't say, supposedly people will be saved, and nobody will be murdered, except for at the 1 day distance to be massively raped and murdered, and while enduring kidnapping of all of the people that will ever be useful at the reality and the need of those that will be raped and murdered after, to be delivered into rape and murder now. Because of, you better don't say, because of it's better for you, because of we are going to kill them all. Cristina Fernández de Kirchner, oficialismo argentino, en su maldita sodomeada, gomorreada, degenerada, vaginazos, perras abominables, fuerzas armadas, and considered of expertises, like una SOODMA ecstasy. Under the command of such a hell whore, Cristina Kirchner. All right. Forgive me, please. I really woke up weirdly this morning. Weird state. A weird state, with no reference about nothing about except for taking this time, and like I said to you on last night, I work with this information state from the same neurals that lungs over the whole of the intestines and stomach. And the simplicity of this is nothing at all, nothing extra, nothing further. Except this. Sometimes the condition of the, like I was saying, nourishing body observes, takes the elements and makes restoring, trains what is not right and restructures what it really is as a natural. The problem is missing fiber, protein, and the normal, reverent fitting elementary. And from there, the scheme, physical, anatomical scheme, takes a lot of chin. for others takes our condition, our state. Well, I woke up with this cough, this bother in my throat, and suddenly we're nothing but this. Last night I were out of my address, just were in a walk from my door around the neighborhood just a little bit because Corona had some problems, and needed I to come out for the reason of Bajini de CRISTINA is filled of force yet Sodoma inside, and it's making business instead of me that I delire. Who the hell are you to say that of the president? God, your Sodoma hell queen and Gomorra hell queen, Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner, has important stuff affairs to attend to him. That says that Steeler is gonna cup on my dead body with a gold C-word vagina of prostituta de guarda with my body and happily ever after. And still does, and this is delusional of me as well. Delusional perra. Then, at the clear fact of this, let's talk in real. Simply, we're just walking around, we're hanging on a bit, we're on communication, and Claro Argentina kept on deliring that I delire and the expertises of Cristina Kirchner are okay, and I own them for the damages and prejudice, and I should pay them with the coins that I got here, and my family gotta pay them for the damages and defamation. I'm gonna tell you one thing, the same la maldita mierda del centro, with a pardon of something like that. Suddenly, at the fact and the clear of this, I just walked, and I'm supposed to be a liar. Supposed to be a liar, and supposed to be defamating and slander making and damages and all kinds of destructions, and I will be a dangerous delirist that needs to be under trials and under destruction and control. And you know what just happened? I just went around this, and I just went around this second park right here behind this place, and just walked around and just saw what we're having around. And in a moment, I just were in a place that supposedly I will be a shemale whore junkie of the whole upper chumpy Boner trouser of Maricas Policía Federal Argentina and Associated that I will ever eat in land of Sodoma all around like a man. But even I were kind of houseless, like we were saying, supper meteoric overflowing all around the world for the making my supposed umbanda sacrifice, overflow tapping and hanging in the whole of the biggest trouser. So lift me up and saying, give me more, I want to be your female, show me how macho you are, and don't you be CC and hitting me and destroying me, for I just have the whole of the bruises all around my face, all around my body, and some extra sediment. In, around 2,104,206 places, I, my face, myself, delivered notifying and testimonial by the same UNASUR and Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner's all and friends, and the ones of Ferdinand, telling that I would about 3,904 kilometers round even onsen, riding like a whore, screaming like a demon over the whole up fathers that I would ever come for. But I'm going to tell you one thing, also there's to think that this to be my pathologic imaginative capacity over my depravity, psychopath, denial, fetish, over this class of offense to making this class for the generations that I would ever once imagine, denying over repressive schizophrenic religious character, over violence against this class of men that I seek for all the time and every time I will ever have chance. I will chomp up desperately, and the man will ever be unresponsibly except letting dare to me, making whatever my desperations be, and put percent lives to be blooded. Are murdering people all around, are raping people all around, and keeps on insisting on making the same thing. And perra degenerada evangelista preintrudo carnival cabrera Napoleon garments with perra degenerada keeps on saying, oh, they could be just happy and fine. They could have a fun, it's all okay. Those two serve for something good. That is having sex only, not rape. And that is not a sacrifice, what they do. This delirios. And he makes umbanda, and the beast makes umbanda, and also the Elia is just a spirit, okay, that you can wear at your liking, saying the Lord, and whatever the fart of hell to cross by your damn shit brain, that you recognize like, forgive me Abby, please, forgive me that term, Allah, Rach. Any fart crossing by you, goddamn shit synapses that you identify like something divine, like a fart for you, that is divine for you, Evangelic Unido. That is what you have, the conceptualization of divine, fart and shit that you serve all the day, all the night. Perras esquizofrénicas diablas, with the burden of victims. And suddenly that will be that you're aware as ever you want, but the problem is that you identified me. And yeah, and I am not a fart, and I am not a pressing of Sodoma-Gomorra y prostitutas you. Never happened and won't be unless my Abi, my Allah, Kai, not like I birthed him or being, right? I'm sorry, just figuratively, and my precious Adon Rach, precious Adon Elah Chai, that you call Jesus, Perras, and precious Adon Yahweh Kadosh, that you call the association of that you serve, the Baales, Molochs, which never were invented. Yahweh, name of the Father, that you dare to call him Jehovah, which is Abu Atu. Y habla como ustedes. Costumbres. So I will be kind of addressing for Sodom and Gomorrah that Lord in his anger will put in the Elia to pay for what it cost him touching the anointed Cristiana Ramera, Cristiana genocida, Cristiana perra sucia, esquizofrénica, Cristiana del infierno ladrona, Cristiana dos monedas por el nombre del Adón y por su juez. Y yo voy a ser él y lo voy a matar para ponerme en su lugar porque Dios me va a querer a mí, no a él. Not even Cain you have capacity for. And I am not going to be the Abel for you to please in your delirious fart and brain. Of Sodom, of course you have forever. Give me please the words. Pardon. Relative Hasanim and tremendous, yes, for this class of attention. Elia and Moshe are spirits like they can determine about power. They conceive about they to be authorities and not become aware and saying, oh, I'm going to be the star and I'm going to be the Elia, I'm going to be the Moshe, and the Legion we are, the millions around the world can have a new spirit. So make the Saklechidati evangelics to prophetize and our prophets to making the prophetizing so we can touch it without the God to not making nothing to us. And that is the part of your brain that Elia and Moshe can be addressing for. Para este pedazo de mierdas, Sodoma y Gomorra and you, prostitutas de cuarta bajas. Alright, let's put in the things in some order, and I'm sorry the times, forgive me please. Where were these fathers is weird. possibly a couple of days I'm going to be just fine. It's kind of a very absorption of nourishing that will be giving the other state, draining things that shouldn't be there, and reaction over the same anatomical skin, biological state. Right, yes, sure it is, sure it is. Alright, you know what? As real as sensed, as true, I just walked and there suddenly came one type of sexy time. My God, and we're kind of jumping up on me and telling, oh, whoa, what are you doing here? Can you showing me? Put your shield up. I want to masturbate a little bit. Forgive me, please. But it's no part of this. So suddenly, the son of a snake, the degenerate, the SOODMA-GOMORRA-UNITED, far for brain, Policía Federal Argentina, were right there parked, telling and communicating to witches and to prostituta degenerada phony what were about my person. Y perra Sodoma. And starting to deliring, oh, put me, it's mine, so I say what's better to say. Instead of to saying, oh, put its spirit at my, device of the word, chandelier balls, and make it feel my C-word, fellas. So he comes to sit for me. And permanently for about this dealing on the situation of almost murder, United Nations representatives of Israel, United States of America, and also Swiss in Buenos Aires, which supposedly being under research what were they doing in Buenos Aires, overturning, conspiring against the government of the Argentina. My delusional, especially for my family. At the fact of this all, my supposed demons and disease, my supposed state of Agabu at neck kidney bush. Suddenly came the blessed Espírito Santo, I was just walking, and I had to be around, and the son of a damn B word started to deliring, whatever the damn B word shit asleep so, that I were trying to stuff, that I were anything, and I was supposed to be arrested. That I were robbing and I were expecting something, and I were expecting the door to be open and he to come with the very father second and telling me, come, you like me, you expect from me, you wanted to put on feet and put my C-word off my trouser and start to ping around for you to have your fantasy. I mean, he didn't say that I do hurt physically. And in the middle of this all, not only this, but also put its spirit and make it feel nice, fellas. So he comes, make it come to us and to feel me. And I just walk around and whenever they're feeling, we're off, just like I'm supposed to stress about the next. For Borda del Pinheiro, making up the expertise is said and shown. Every time hell horror to generate with some career to making and building up on this, the expertise of your disgusting vaginitis and rectitis of your dreams, Sodoma, comes to offering you and the scratching the back around by your hand, saying, oh, likey, can I have my twin? I give you anything you want. Expose me. Prostituta para las enfermas, queridos psiquiatras. Delirantes degenerados, psicópatas, asesinos, perras, mercaderes. Then, affect and affluence. I just went away, and I had to come back. And while I went away, the degenerador just left because there were nothing to recreate its Sodoma-Generacion existence for anymore around. So the son of a snake, the degenerate, just went away. And I just stood around walking, and while that happened, the whole marica enfermas or the word around got under desperation, and he cannot go away, he cannot go away, he cannot go away, we gotta the mother, and we gotta get it right now. Then, just right around. And right around. Walking. Just around walking and trying to be away from so many people around. Right? 99. Late night. In a very kind of no much around, no much places except my self-defense. And as ever these three on the lottery of Sodoma. Send them, send them. And in the middle of this all, I just walked back, and I were a little bit more there dealing with the situations why. And the International Criminal Court is not going to play with this, and neither the schizoid, psychosis, dangerous criminals against the states and the Irish ones because of the Todo Degenerado Argentina, business, and the Medical Association, shit like her. Like normally it has to say also. And also against the state of Israel, complete, against the state of the US, and against the states of Europe. So suddenly I just walked back, and I were walking back, and in a moment I had to be around, and some son of a snake telling the word that she will never say while I tell him where. And I suppose he doesn't recognize us, and he denies that. He have done everything and doesn't recognize us what he is and what he does. So he, homosexual, is only time doing this class of things. What was that all? Don't you see that we are not stupid? No, you are not stupid. You're a bit so forgetting. You're healthy. Gusanas repodridas, reventadas, arrastrándose en el hedor de la degeneración y la pudrición de Sodoma. Para eso están. Para eso viven y de eso viven. Then in the middle of this all, I supposedly won't recognize. And I will deny. And I will be the super metabolic nymph. So putting in Spanish this. Nympha mitotica. You understand what is mitosis? A cell making synthesis, self-division for the reproduction. And I am not a bacteria. You are, of course. Like certain microorganism. Understand? So I will make self-division in about those numbers that I told you, all around the 2,000 and around 900 kilometers around those 2 million and extra places with 21,104 boners all around for I to make in my sacrifice. And after that, up to down, just coming to reuniting myself in only one, and I have the power. That is the conceptualization of delirium and evangelics I will do, and that will be the beast. That will be the powers of the devil. And I will be kind of a, oh, he's laughing on the Lord. Antichrist. Can I say the word? Hell, she-devils, alsos. Pendejas diablas del infierno. And that's the way it is. With the part of my friends. And do you believe? Should I say that? You said I will say that. You said I will say. You command me. Look how I make it to wish Mike the word follows. Look what I do to your bodies, perritos degenerados, civiles. Look what I do. Scratch myself and, oh, he wants me now. Experto trollo de cuarta, solo mi cara. Then at the clear of this, sorry, that's forgive me the word. Blefachal chirikim chlefechidis katchanechini. I just came back and I have dealing with some other also of hell with a burden of victims. And I just simply being around. And suddenly I had a standing in some place. And suddenly came the expertise 99 stretch me up. So suddenly I were there and turned to turn back. And from up on the car, what are you doing? Just walking. Up your shirt, your shirt. What did you say? Up your shirt, up your shirt. You know me and you know who I am, the same your bodies. Why you say I know you? You know me like your bodies. I don't know you, I don't know who you are. You're sure. Because of you see me also walking all around here every day. And not only, while some nights. Because of it's the truth. And the son of a snake and that generates knows me. This is what you need. This is what you want. Masturbate a little bit, you son of a... You bother I to do my job? This is not your job, this is another thing. And because of your Rana and Shem and Israel needed I do not. For word that, because of the disgusting degenerate will ever come out of the car, I would break the goddamn head in 2 pieces and we will have no problem. Which is what somehow they are expecting not to happen as well. Easy cake, easy entrance. And I'm gonna put them all dead. Then, they needs the shape, the face, the mask, and showing the right ones, and showing law, and showing that they are the right procedures in their government. So they stages everything and use structures, whatever institutions, and makes up any shit saying law, order, I am the title, I have the badge, I am government. This is how they move. Diablos enfermos regenerados. And in the middle of this all, not only this way, I just came and I walked at my door and I just got inside here and I just came to having some sleep. So in the middle of this all just happened like naturally. Started to coming forward trying to kidnap more people and raping them and murdering them and destroying them, telling that they have rights because by being blown up them. But also the porn assembled, he denies his society that. We know it. And terra prostituta, gorda alvear, Piñeiro, Argerich, cuerpo médico forense with the pardon of the 5 and few. And that damn shit pretended of government. The expertise is shown and said, and you know, up your shirt, show me your tummy, show me your ass, I want to masturbate a little bit. That's your job. Infeliz degenerado. And also you're gonna be the poor victim suffered on, you bother I to do my job, you bother. I know there were a lot of ill people and destroyed people, but I'm not sure you'll be one of those to be there to watch this. And I'm telling you again, degenerados, I don't deal with, and I don't buy that. I don't need it. I don't call for. Degenerados, I put them dead. And when I ever say degenerados, I'm not talking about victims, I'm talking about your class. And I say enough. Voy a tener su espíritu y su poder, y voy a ser él. Con el poder de la degenerado. All right. Then, oh, I have a problem. Okay. Then to the say, at the fact of this, to the putting some clear, there simply were the characteristically all the time the same around, and the all the time the same around were exactly the characteristically I just were. Right back to my address after dealing with this, and 2004 persons were murdered at the US and 208 in Europe. But expertises, vaginitis and follitis, CRISTINA FERNANDEZ KIRSCHNER. And the people that were murdered here in Buenos Aires were exactly my friends. And we do to it here. Supposedly I have to be internated and under medications because of says that I the liar. There's to keep on saying that I were internated 69 more times. And the 69 will be also that I try to say for them, make them blow job while the degenerates expertises will ever blow the ones that makes blow job to the making the sacrifice because of I named it. And there's to say behind the soul because of our prophets said, and the prophets of them are the same diablos degenerados of Carmen and evangelics of hell, that there's to saying the most deflectivest degenerations that you will never imagine for the making the most abominable shits that will say God will ever command, and telling they will be the prophets. And saying that they will be mean, they will be everyone as they will determinate. Because of the prophets of them told them and moved power, power, power. Prevent again and destroying our people in our body. With the power of the palace in China, SOODMA-GOMORRA. Then at the fact of the soul, Eli and Moshe came to be like something they will determine to wear, who to wear and how to wear. Prophets. They says them prophets. With Borda Alvear Piñeiro, they says them prophets. With pretender of government of Argentina, UNASUR, and government of the world, them prophet. Like any goddamn shit of a demon around, which they are. And there's to saying offensed. And we are going to determine what it's going to be because of them prophets, which are all Baal, Ava, and Munsau, Moloch, Kubu, which starts to say in the name of Yahweh, saint, name of the Father, God, Creator, Yahweh, to be for them servants. Baals, Molochs, Batuak, and Baals, Tamarua. Did you know? Bel, which is not Bel, is Ba'aktu, demon. Universal and the whole Bansbaru Kurara. And CRISTINA KIRSCHNER, they say Baal, playing the escepticist creature of the sense, smart capacity of understanding and putting orders, and don't you come to me with that. My vagina expertise says that my fever needs all I say gotta be because of my prophets. But don't you dare to come to me with that in offense me and offense my government. You gotta die for what you say of me. And the same the fallitis degenerate of greed and the rest. So in the middle of the soul, vaginitis, perra depravada, enferma. With them vaginitis, prostitutas de cuarta, considered of mental health. I am the one that knows. I have the expertise to tell me, they shown me and everything is okay. Of course, would you say no on this? Abominables ladillas del infierno. Enters to saying, how dares? Abominable ladilla del infierno. Cerebro de mierda de Sodoma. At the clear fact of this, en cerebro de mierda de Gomorra, tu ídola vaginitis, vagina enferma degenerada. ¿Sí? And in the middle of the soul, to the putting the right clear fact and the right reality of this, just to the putting a certain point of clear on this, sent 8004 maricas y prostitutas degeneradas, vagina, supposed expertises to make an award to the US government, to the United States of America, DC, New York, Miami, LA, Atlanta, and also to Idaho. And Idaho City, which is not Idaho name. But the city is not exactly the city, capital city, but actually the central of intelligence and strategy in Idaho now. Then, also sent 4005 to Europe, to the making the same, to Geneva, Madrid, Rome, and comparison with the still supporting of umbrella corporations, and not sci-fi, not Hollywood, that again, which calls umbrella corporation, and that is not like the movie, and I love you there, please protect yourselves, forget me this. And the reality is, at even London, and against the intelligence of the United Nations Council Security, and against Interpol DRN. And also to Paris, and also to Vienna. And in the middle of this all, not only what I just told you, but also send 4005 to Israel, to kidnapping Justice Party's Israel and saying, we have Gadol Ba'aretz. He were robbing to us and attempting against the government. This, we done that him, we shown that we are the expertises. Anytime a word that generates Sodoma-Gomorra says the same. Diabla degenerada, tus profetas, sos una perra sucia, una perra muerta. ¿Comprendés? Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas, KIRSCHNER. Evangelistas Unidos y tus profetas, perras sucias, perras muertas, diablos. Thank you. And that's the way I end you. Then, at the clear fact, while last night there were happening certain things, I will be the announcement of the terrorist. Presuntos terrorists we can research and take. And I supposedly have been like a goddamn whore, riding all boner around and couldn't stop desperately for my repressive religious schizoid, violent, gay fetish over capture, release, and let go that all at once after so much repression. And you shown the photo, you said you pictured me being where? Inside a police station in a screen, watching that all while I were walking on the street, and you needed to destroy my Google application for I do not be located. No place over my application Google Maps that gives you the locating over any Android with Google satellites positioning geoff. And you need to destroy my devices saying he's stolen everything, he robbed it. Still deliring, perra degenerada, Gomorra y Sodoma. Delirando que sos la razón y la verdad y que tenés razón, como toda perra acá. Y tu perra Pren que sigue delirando de que le robé todo, porque el Señor se lo dio. And then in the middle of this all, I just came in a walk and my onboard Samsung put a chip that you need to destroy also for I to send to fixing, for you to take it away and saying you command and domain and you control were putting me where I were walking through with my Android and everything like what happening around with what you use, psicodiagnosis. Lo escuchamos y no lo podemos creer, las cosas que se atreve a decir y cómo está y las cosas que anda haciendo por ahí. Con este dispositivo que nos dieron los expertos. Enfermedad degenerada. Maldita prostituta pagana, zorra idólatra, zorra cerebro de mierda reducido, inferior, perra inteligente de Lucifer, creída de psiquiatra y de experta y de todo lo sabes, legista ley y juez de salud mental. Tenés condición de infajlikimatnejali, tu cerebro tiene que estar en esta condición ahora y es en realidad como estás. La realidad no de víctima, sino de perra, psicópata, mercader, acostumbrado viciadamente a lucrar con la destrucción de la vida, hacer carrera de ello, con los arreglos de la Policía Federal Argentina, hasta que los policías, los jefes de la policía hagan lo que tienen que hacer, y con tu maldita degenerada perra idólatra, idolatría y tu ídola degenerada CFK. Esto es lo que tenés en cerebro y esto es lo que das. No tenés respeto ni ubicación, ni tampoco condición de capacidad de juicio, ni de entendimiento de lo que significa el respeto por una persona y lo que decís que sos. Salud mental. Y así vas a permanecer hasta tu muerte. Then, blecha betzima blecha chalikim bat chefiliki baspat lechat. Antrema blecha beshkuot alachi kima chalikim. Antrema blecha chalikim echeti beshkuot lecha chanigim. No lo supe que me vas a encarnar. Estuviste tramitando todo este tiempo en la emergencia de las cosas que dice, las cosas que habla y que publica. Mira las cosas que se atreve. Yes, sir. I'm gonna put you in the hell. And I'm gonna put you exterminated. And I'm gonna rejoice myself whenever that is written. Abominable mierda. And I'm going to show you that if I am so delirious, I cannot be a murderer. If I am so psychopath and terrorist, I couldn't be so large time with not doing nothing with the supposed expertise set strategizing, kill it all and let it around for we to find who they are and what are the rest because of our too dangerous organized crime. And I cannot be a delirious needer of medication and the justification of while we hold it and we contain it for they do the job. You understand? I'm going to tell you one thing, piece of a damn hell shit. You are the class of a shit that I love so much that I will put this shit of a land in ashes with you within, all together. And that's what I'm thinking about to do. And such a powers that you saw murder people even in the United States of America and all sent to the States for the we to do what we had to do. It's exactly like you dare to say that I will be a megalomaniac, delirious and dangerous, violent one, pretending that we'll do the job and exercising of such a magnitude that you yourself said. So where is the murderer and what is the delirious? While also International Criminal Court, you pretend to murder saying that they delirious, but following me. Borda Alviar Piñeiro, Cuerpo Médico Forense. Your prophets told you, your expertise has shown you. Vagina enferma, retorcida, absorbiendo tu cerebro cada muerte. Y recto. Perras de Sodoma y Gomorra. Y esta es la realidad. This is the picture of you. Rema plefach lachiki malak, baja likish potuach alchini. And rema plefach haishkinach manansef. Gimov lechatzikinim. So, I didn't do this video and you are forging while and you're gonna make that puck again, switching out the software and registers, and we done, and he was not at home. He was in jail and internated and under medications, and we know this and cannot be possible at all. Oh, please, don't you come with me. Don't you come to me about it, because of a and you need to murder the governments of Israel, United States of America, Europe, and also United Nations and Russia, because of 8 flights to Moscow and Chevka, like you named that. For the you to say that I am delirious and neither of medication that you will do to me now, that you can internate me. And I will be 69 times internated for drugs we have, delirious and assisted by the supposed discompensated delusional violence. against the authorities that I got problems with. And you presented documents in the same states and in the same United Nations at the International Court of Justice in The Hague as well, telling International Criminal Court in New York where all the liars and delusional and making disasters and had to be all dismissed from the whole of them positions and them all authorities in class about making, and you with them should ever check around and make registers of the whole maiden up against the states of UNASUR and yours, and against the government of the world, and against your prostituta baja barata repodrida. I am the one that knows. I am the title top of the world. Psiquiatra, Argentina. UNASUR, perra sucia, degenerada enferma. Remot lefachala ki machali ki vishpotlachachali ki mechni, and you caracol to murder people of mine, because if I don't come to blowjob you, and because if I don't do what you said you command me. We told him, and we commanded him to come to blow up our men, and that will be better to him, and we told him he had a doing. And I liar, marica retorcida de Sodoma. HTTPS www, porque me la tenía que mamar y se tenía que callar la boca. Middle, Dilka, D-U-I-L-L-K-A, 441 middle Talca, T-A-L-L-K-H-A, 43 middle cis middle Usuf, U-Z-U-H-D-F, 44.nt, HTTPS www.BRMD, porque miente y dice blasfemias en contra de nosotros y nuestros profetas y nuestro maestro Luciano Troviano, y porque ofende a ese nuestro presidente Luciano Troviano, y porque daña a nuestra presidenta, la reina de todos los tiempos, Cristina Kirchner, y porque tiene que pagar por lo que nos hizo, por las ofensas y los daños, lo metemos en cana. At the Argentinian middle, Vincerat, U-V-I-N-Z-E-R-A-T, 334 middle cis middle Tamal, T-A-H-M-A-L-D, 44.nt, and HTTPS www, estúpidos por naturaleza, la realidad que nunca se vio, middle AFFAT, A-F-F-A-A-T, middle URUNUDMCTFF4F5F99398 DMCDRMO-DF11314 DMT 55311 middle cis middle unskel UNNZ key E L key is the command in the middle. 443.nt, this in systems recall at F4 will work perfectly with the last BLYTT devices in New York and last key and cleaner my site here at this December Saturday 27th 2014 at 10:47. This is 27th, right? Yes, actually it is. I cannot tell you Shabbat, but I tell you for blessing you and love you. Israel, and forgive me the words I'm using. Please ask you further, justified or not by loyalty I am, and I will be. I'm so sorry for this all. I keep around the same skin, more destroyed, kept on making profanations, saying, keep the spirit for now. After all this to be done, we are taking its body. And for the reality of ending the picture from telling again. Perras degeneradas, creídas de psiquiatras argentinas. I need medication and I'm mismedicated in Delirio. You need to supporting the genocide of the states of US, Israel, Europe, Russia, and whatever other, saying that they are my organized crime accomplices and terrorism against UNASUR and Argentina, your patriot. And genocide anyone around and everybody to be them killed, that you rejoice in. They only have sex. They have right to the taking me and saying medicate and contain it because of qué clase de mierda degenerada, delirante, pedo líquido tenés de cerebro. The class I know. Always you were the same, and that's the way you are extinguished. So sorry Israel for these terms, but it's exactly also the real. And I love you Israel, and I'm tired and sick of this. I didn't do the stuff yet, and my mother is insufferable again. And I'm gonna check this laptop. I'm not sure that to be broken. I just made some tension with the cable connection of the microphone. Is that a microphone? I come on, that to come to me with that. Sorry for this. Saturday, 27th, 2014, 10:50, Buenos Aires of hell, the Department of Support, Victims and Innocents. Let's see how we keep on selling. And cop the bottom, that's one. Shut up.